So I am like so beyond late to the party when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis. I had no idea about this. I'm not like as invested into the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! As I should be. I'm a returning player. If you are new to the channel over here, I am a returning player to the game. I have found and another thing that I was really late for was just old formats in general, and what brought me back to the game was discovering Hat format and Edison format, and now here I am also late to the party, but thankfully not like years late to the party or anything like that with Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis. Today, I wanted to give my first impressions on this. I literally just got off work. I found it out on like some random YouTube video that was on my homepage, and I haven't looked at any of the point card systems, but I wanted to talk about this today. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy who's been a YouTube channel, so obviously, I would imagine that most of you watching this video are familiar with the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis now, and I might as well just make myself a little bit smaller over here, okay? So, on the official site over here, the rules for Genesis are simple. No link monsters or pendulum monsters are allowed. All other cards are allowed. The original field layout is used with no extra monster zones nor pendulum zones. If you have been following the channel, you might have been hearing me talk about how much I dislike link monsters. That was my official call where it's like, okay, I'm done with the game. I've had enough. This is too much. It's not too complicated, but I could not stand the level of power that all of these decks have. Pendulums, I dislike, but I can deal with. This is literally my dream format, because something that has stopped me from enjoying old formats to the maximum potential is because, like I said, I oftentimes play Hat format or Edison format. I oftentimes find myself playing Edison format because more people are playing Edison format, and something that I don't like about Edison format is that I feel like there are a lot of times where I'm using repeat decks, and a lot of people that I'm playing against use repeat decks. There isn't a ton of room for creativity. I love the fact with Genesis here, and assuming that everything ends up working out right with them, like actually being faithful, adjusting the point systems, updating this regularly, not just like once a year or however long they're going to do it. You know what I mean? They need to be on top of this, and it seems like they're really, really dedicated to this entire thing, because we're already going to be having competitive tournaments, and I've heard that there are apparently other YouTubers too that had some like connection with Konami, and this is a thing that was being like hyped up. Okay, get ready to make content on this. Assuming that all of that's okay, I am going to probably love this so much more, because something that I still do love about the game is I've always loved the complexity of the game. I've loved the creativity of the game. Like, some of my favorite things to do is build like random fun decks, see what works together, and I can already see how many people are going to have some fun with some creativity. In the one YouTube video that I watched, apparently somebody made like a really solid Fabled deck. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. I am so excited for the potential of this, and here's the thing. I would have to play it to figure it out, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be playing this until I'll be brainstorming decks and having fun doing that, don't get me wrong, but until there's some sort of like online aspect to it, I won't be playing it, unfortunately. I'll be watching some content on it, I'll be keeping up on the decks. This is the most excited that I felt in a very long time. But anyways, what I was about to say was, I'm interested in if like I can actually go back and use like something old, like an equip spell deck. Back in the day, like using stupid things like that. And obviously you couldn't just use the old cards. You would need to use something a little bit more modern to like, have good equip spell cards now. Like something that I often talk about is how much I love Moon Mirror Shield, which I'm excited to see if it's on the list over here. One of my favorite cards of all time. I'm excited to see if we can actually make old archetypes work again. Can I start playing and messing around with an Arcana Force, for example, things like that? I don't know if that would fit in, because literally every other card is allowed, but from what I hear about this, they're already taking the steps to adjusting the points, so you don't have things like FTKs, you don't have like ridiculous floodgates out there. I think that it is an excellent start, and I cannot wait to see how this format ends up flushing out. This is something that I personally have been looking for. I love the complexity of the game. I love like literally everything from pendulums before that, like draw the line at pendulums, but again, I can deal with pendulums. Links were the no-go for me. My dream format was Exceeds, Synchros, everything before. That's for me personally, and I understand there's a ton of people that still love the modern game. There's a ton of people who are probably upset that there's no extra monster zone, no pendulum zones. There's a lot of cards out there that a lot of people would really like to use. I understand that. This is obviously more marketed to someone like me who struggles to enjoy the modern game as it is. Like I said, when I came back to the game, I love hat format, I love Edison format, but this seems like something that could be better. And I actually think that the point system, and of course, this is just a first impression, right? The point system for this could be something that is actually so much better than a standard ban and forbidden list. I never thought I would see a day where Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity were going to be legal. That is crazy. But anyways, I got a little bit off the rails over here because I still want to talk about this, okay? The standard forbidden and limited cards is not used. All those cards can be used except Link Monsters and Pendulum Monsters. Usual limit of 3 copies max of any card still applies. Deck construction uses a point system. Some cards are assigned a point value. Most cards cost 0 points. The total point cost in your main deck, extra deck, and side deck combined cannot exceed the point cap of that event. The initial YouTube video that I watched on this was apparently it's going to be 100 points. That's going to be... Oh, sorry. I didn't read the 4th rule over there. The standard point cap is a 100, but events can be run with any point cap or even a 0 point cap. Officially, tournament stores can set their own caps for their own tournaments. I actually think this is also a very fun thing. You can have, like, let's say, I'm just ballparking it over here, 1 week out of a month where you have 0 points. How slow that game would be. It would be incredible in my opinion. Or you could just have like everything goes ever. This is going to be ridiculously busted. But I actually want to take a look at some of these cards. What do we have over here, okay? We have some artifact cards. I see the barrier statues. Oh, man, that's tough. That's tough. You got some Blackwings limited over here. Or not limited, excuse me. You got the points. Hang on. Why are there some cards on here? Like, why would Snow Blast be 0? Maybe that was something that they were adjusting. Actually, maybe this... Nope, that's not what we want. There we go. That's the OBS scene that we want. I'm still playing around with them, guys. Book of Eclipse, Book of Moon. What else do we have going on over here? Anything that, like, Charge of the Light Brigade. Ooh, oh, man. Oh, here's another... Yeah. Oh. Can I play my Frog Monarchs again? Will it slow the game down that much? Are old decks like that going to be viable? That's what excites me. Can I play my... Dude, can I play my old X Saber deck? Please? That's my favorite archetype, like, ever. Oh, okay, hang on. I hope Light Sworns aren't nerfed to the ground. Charge the Light Brigade. I mean, you can still use copies of this. I would imagine this means there's going to be more. I don't know. What else do we have? Creature Swap. I'm a little confused by the 1 point because and this is just me totally guessing, you have a card that's 100 and a card that goes along with it. That's 1 point, so you can't use that card, and that's probably one of the ways they fixed, like, FTKs and things like that. That's just what I'm guessing. What else do we have? Okay, yeah, the Cyber Dragon. Oh, you can still use Cyber Dragon Infinity. Cyber Jar, all the danger cards. Dark Hole at 3 points. That's a little weird. Oh, Dark World. Dark World. Oh, that's like nothing, though. I'm a big Dark World fan, guys. Can I play my Dark World decks again? Okay, if there is somebody who made a Fabled deck work, then Dark World absolutely works. Guys, I haven't been excited for this game in such a long time. I cannot wait for something online to come about so I can play this. I'm just not somebody who likes to go to local events and play hands. I like playing online, okay? Make fun of me all you want. Destiny Hero Plasma costing some points over here. What else do we have? Any, like, archetypes that stand out? The Shaddolls. Are we going to see plays from the... are we going to see Shaddolls back? Like, I don't know to what extent we're going to be seeing, like, old archetypes coming about. Final Countdown at 100, so you can only run 1 copy of Final Countdown. Very, very interesting. Huh. Foolish Burial at 33, Forbidden Choice, Forbidden Lance at 3 points. No! Fossil Dyna! Oh, man. Crap. I'm also a big anti-meta fan. Crap. Oh, no Gladiator Beast. Okay, that's... You know what? We can do that. I can live with that. I'm going to have to run, like, probably 2 copies of Gazarius. Oh, whew. Gladiator Beast is also one of my favorite decks. I'd like to use that. Oh, we have some more Dark Worlds over here. Grapha. Oh, no, that's only 5 points. Dude, I can play in a format where I can actually play around with that busted Dark World fusion. That's ridiculous. Feather Duster at 30. Oh, this is so exciting, man. You know what where my brain went to immediately was Counter Fairy. Because I have a difficult time seeing, because... I mean, besides, like, if you're somebody to put Archlord Chris... I'm almost sure we saw Archlord Christie on there. I'm almost sure. Regardless, you can still make it work. I'm okay with that, okay? Infernity Launch. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, cool. Cool. What else do we have going on over here? I haven't looked at this prior to this video, guys. What the heck is Night Armed Dragon, the Armored Knight Dragon? Koki Meru cards. Really nothing going on over there. Light Barrier 1. Well, interesting. There are so many cards that are at 1 that I don't know, like, what you would use them for. What the hell is Magician of Black Chaos Max? Must be a good card. Majesty's Fiend! No! Oh. No, I understand why that would be capped at 100, but I have a whole Frog Monarch deck based around the Majesty cards. What else we got going on over here, okay? Morphing Jar at 33. Nothing really. Naturia cards. Naturia Barkion and Naturia Beast. That's understandable. Honestly, I get that. Necro Valley at 40. Ooh, that's tough. I think I would have noticed the Gravekeeper cards if they were on there. But again, this is something that they're going to be editing, supposedly, which is very, very nice to hear. Okay, so you have all the number cards. What about number 101? Number 101? Yeah, looks like we're good. That's one of my favorite cards. I'm so excited for this. I've never heard of Ojama Duo before, I don't think. 1 Day for Peace, 1 for 1 at 91. It's interesting to see what some of these cards are that are like really, really so high up here. Phantom Yubel, I just learned from some of you in the comments that apparently Yubel cards actually saw some play. Pot of Desires, dude, Pot of Greed. You can run 3 copies of Pot of Greed. I never in a million years thought I would see the day. There are so many cards on here. Rank Up Magic, the 7th one. Ooh, I do like that card. Is the number, I believe it was number 108 that I liked using with it, but I could be wrong about that. Ra's Disciple, Reasoning. Haven't heard about that card in a long time. Interesting. 1 copy of Rivalry of Warlords. Excuse me. I don't know what just happened to me there. This is so interesting. How they're going to, like, stop these types of cards. Or at least, like, not make them insufferable. You know what I mean? Okay, so do we have the... Oh, solid... Yes. Yes. Oh, but Snow's on there. Oh, I feel like Dark Worlds might be a little bit difficult to play. But, guys, my 3 copies of Solemn Judgment... How many times have I been talking about that on this channel? I love a format where I can use all the Solemn cards. Give me the Judgments. Give me the Warnings. I'll put some Draining Shields in my deck. Oh my god. And then you have something like Skill Drain at 100. Dude, this is incredible. I am so excited for this. Substitute at 60. I don't see... Hang on. Do we see a Treeborn Frog anywhere? Summon Limit at 100. Yeah, so those are the cards they're going to put a stop to, eh? Very cool. Can I play an old TG deck? This is where, and I would appreciate if anybody could comment down below. Will old decks be able to, like, compete with this? I truthfully don't know. Can I play my Fortune Ladies? That's something that I love to play in Edison format. Do you think I can make a Fortune Lady deck work? I know it's not the strongest deck in the world, but you get my point. Like, oh, we only have 1 Teller Knight on there? Yes. Cool. Thunder King Ryo. Oh, my anti-meta deck's going to have a big hit to it, but it's for the greater good. Vanity's Fiend on here. Vanity's Ruler at 100. Understandable. Anything else going on over here? Huh. There's a lot of potential. I didn't see any X-Sabers. I saw very little Gladiator Beast. This is extremely exciting, guys, and I would love to know what you guys think about this format. But if you want to talk a little bit more about old formats, why don't you check out this video on screen right here? I would love to have you over there. Thank you so much for being here and watching the video, guys. Take care, everybody.